of his ring. So here he's showing how to keep your guard up. Mine was kind of dropping down. He likes it up high. Your elbows are kind of at your chin. He wanted me to step more on my jab in order to get power on it, which I actually didn't fully do for a while, but when I started doing it, he was happy. There, you can see him just close that distance. He's saying you can break someone's nose with a jab that way. So he's showing go side to side, but when you come in with a jab, you just go straight. You can see in his footwork that he actually changes stance back and forth. He's from Pinsinchai gym, which is in Bangkok, and Pinsinchai is a very old gym. The owner runs Aswandam Stadium, and it's a pretty distinct style, but Burklerk's style from Pinsinchai is distinct to itself. He's got a little bit of an old school look about it, which is really cool. And he's got this economy of movement. Everything is just a little bit in and a little bit out to keep himself at the perfect distance. Here he's showing a longer guard. If you keep your guard in close to your face, they're already in. So basically keep your guard long. And there his hands are soft, like he doesn't have a lot of tension in his arms. It's just enough to stop someone trying to come in. And then you can kind of manipulate with leverage when people are putting pressure back. So here he's showing how you feel someone else's guard as well. And if they're pushing towards you, you can just step off. There. So if they're giving a lot of pressure coming forward, you're going to use their pressure coming forward. A little step back there. If they don't have a lot of pressure coming forward, you can push them off, or you can take that step back. There, he's showing that when you're kind of locked up a little bit in the clinch, you just create the space you need to throw a strike. And just all at once, like a water skip back, your whole stance moves as one piece. It's not quite a step, it's a little bit of a skip. And there, when you step off to the side, the person is pretty much open, so you can throw almost anything you want. So there, if his weight had been coming forward more, that turn would have been more effective. So instead you push off. Basically, you're reading the energy that they're coming with. If they're pushing forward hard, you want to spin off to the side. If I was just leaning forward, and he put a little bit of pressure back on me so that I leaned harder, and then he just stepped to the side, and I basically fell on my own. Very like Aikido style. There, he's showing how to push back, and then they're at the distance for a kick. I can't really get past that, so then when I try to get past that, he just tips me to the ground. And he's basically using his upper body on my upper body to kind of rotate it down, and he's not taking a huge amount of effort out of his own energy to do that. It's just a small step with his arms controlling my upper body. See how he didn't move as much as I did because he's got a really strong base. So there he's showing the push off, so step back.
All his energy is coming this way, so that's when you turn off or turn him. But if he's not pushing on me, then I should go back.
So you control inside the elbow. That's where you have the greatest leverage point, so you can really steer people the best when you have your hands by their elbows, because it's a joint. So here's him coming in trying to grab for the clinch, and you just control the inside of his arms, and there he has me shove him off. There his energy's coming forward, so I turn. So So you have these different options, and you basically just read the energy he's coming with. He does it much faster than I do, but I was pretty fast to learn it. It's very practical. So you try it a few times, and you get the idea, and then you become proficient, and then you become prolific. So this is pretty standard, the stepping to the side on a kick in order to take the energy out of it. But he adds this in, which is going under someone's kick to take out their standing leg. And he uses his arm on the same side as the leg he's kicking with as a guard. And there he uses his foot to kind of hook my leg, so he doesn't even have to kick it very hard, but I'm definitely going to fall off of that. He kind of hooks and then pulls a tiny, tiny little bit. So you can step back on that kick. You can block it. Then you go under. So you don't kick out that leg every single time. And here, I asked him about the guard using his arm as a block as he comes in. Look at how, like, he creates this crouch, and it's all strong. Like, there's nowhere I can really get him, especially if I'm already kicking. I can't change direction all of a sudden. There, he was trying to get my hand on his chest, and he's showing to kick low. So you want to go below the calf, really. And then my right arm should be right on his shoulder or in his face. And there I crouch down so that he can't get my head. So you block, then go under. Straight down. I don't crouch quite as well as he does, but it's pretty comfortable if you just come all as one piece. And then he's showing you can just move back, and then they're open, turning over on their kick. So here he's showing when you catch the kick, and you see he just went into southpaw position in order to be able to strike off of that caught kick. And he has a number of different things that you can do off of the caught kick. So here he moves over to take some of the energy out of it, and then he's showing you can do what he just did on that, kicking out the standing leg, or you can knee, or you can throw the leg and kick up high. But this is the part that was really cool. On that side, he's saying that if you just step over, exactly like when you're catching a right kick, it's actually going to hurt your ribs from the position you're in. So he goes southpaw as he catches the kick. I've seen people catch it and then put that leg back so that they can strike, but he does it simultaneously. It's really genius and beautiful. And he's showing that hurts the rib, but if you step back, you're basically getting a foot on your back, which isn't going to hurt nearly as much. So here you keep your guard up for sure when you catch that. And then he actually wanted the punch as the first strike, which I didn't get straight away, but he's holding up for it. But you can throw any one of those three or all three because you're not stepping forward, so you're not plowing. So he's showing the difference between catching right and catching left. So here you step over to take the power out, and then he's in position to throw whatever he wants. Here, takes the power out by stepping back and is ready to throw whatever he wants. So I'm telling him I've never actually seen that before, and he's like, yeah, that's Burklerk's move. That's his move. Oh man, that would hurt so bad. And because he's changed his stance already, he's ready to throw that immediately. The speed with which he can attack because he changes his stance as he catches it is really amazing. But he's not stepping back with his body. He's not losing distance. He's only stepping back with his foot. So here he's showing how a lot of people, when you catch their kick, they'll collapse their knee and turn it into a block that I call the wall of China. He's showing how just a small turn solves that really quickly. I can't bend my knee and pull him in.